Hi there, Robin Landsong again, and this time I would like to share with you about the importance of our self-connection as a foundation to our ability to connect with others. And I like to share great books I've read. So Daniel Siegel, take my fingers off, Mindsight, you can see how many tabs I have in this book, has just been an incredible insight into the nervous system, the brain, what happens when we have attachment trauma, neglect, abandonment, and how we can get to earned attachment. And so that's regaining our ability to connect to ourselves and therefore connect to others. And if you've watched my other videos, you know that's my big theme is connection. So as a near-death experiencer, I got to experience the web of life. So this is my drawing, and hawk above, whale below, and I got to see. I met a being who I call my royal shepherd, and when he touched his forehead to mine in my near-death experience when I was 8, I got to see as he sees, which is that there's this living matrix of where all beings are connected, every mountain, every frog, every person, and that we can strengthen those living lines of connection. They're like golden spider webs, and we communicate information, emotion through those connections. And so much of science and research is now validating that our heart is a huge communicator. Our brain is also a communicator. Our nervous system is a communicator. When we meet someone, we're looking for welcome or warning. We're looking for friend or other. We're looking for, am I safe with you, or should I be cautious? So Daniel Siegel has just incredible insights on this, so much so that I would actually just like to read one to you. So I'm 51, so I need these. So studies have shown repeatedly that with people like us, we become kinder and extend ourselves with more care for their welfare. They are seen as a member of our clan, a fellow inhabitant of our cave. We protect them from harm. And if, on the other hand, the people are not like us, we are more likely to treat them with disdain and disregard, as if they were potential enemies or perpetrators of harm. We banish them more easily, get this part, create more intense punishments for any wrongdoing, and judge them more harshly. So again, as a near-death experiencer, part of my work is to help people come home to themselves, and that includes the shadow. That includes the part of us that is capable of doing harm. And when we can integrate ourselves, when we can welcome home all the parts of ourselves, whether it's the kind parts or unkind parts, then we can begin to sit and abide with the spectrum that other people have inside themselves also. And when I see people talk about kind of just punishing somebody and deciding that they're a bad person, I can understand that very much, being an abuse survivor and abduction survivor. And I'm not sure it's really helping us in evolution. And what I want to get curious about is, where in ourselves do we have a banished part of ourselves? Where can we bring home, whether it's a traumatized self, an abandoned self, where can we do the work to bring home, call home all of our parts of ourselves, and trust that we are ethical and we can nourish the parts of ourselves that know it feels good to give. It feels good to take care of ourselves. It feels good to be good to other people. And that when we can trust in that, then we don't need to defend against these rejected aspects of ourselves. So I'm just going to lead us in a really short meditation, just getting curious, because so much about healing is about just being curious and not knowing the answer or even always knowing what the outcome will be. And there's a great phrase that I love called state seeking. And some people kind of propose like we should always be happy or look on the positive side or look on the bright side. And I get that. And it's state seeking. We're not always happy. Sometimes we're sad. Sometimes we're mad. And to welcome home that full spectrum of our emotions and body sensations, because emotions are originally body sensations that get sent up to our brain, and our brain interprets, oh, my stomach is tightened up. That means I feel tense. That means I'm anxious. And then we kind of go on search, like, what am I anxious about? And it could be an internal state, like maybe we have an illness and we're in pain and we're anxious about that. Or it could be there's an unsafe person or a perceived unsafe person around us. So the more we can get this embodiment, then the more we can be conscious about our feeling states and welcoming all of ourselves in and abiding with the full spectrum of our humanity. So breathing in, breathing out, curiosity. And the great question of compassion is, what do I need? So just for 5 breaths, be curious. What do I need? And while you're breathing in and breathing out for 5 breaths, I'm going to go ahead and sing. Me amo, ay, ay, oh. Me amo, ay, amo. Me amo, ay, amo. Me amo. So I love to help people bring all of themselves home. Thank you for listening, and I look forward to meeting you someday. Bye-bye.